Hello, everyone. I welcome you to the Peak Parent Academy page. Peak means Positive Intentional Conscious Parent Academy. So today, we're going to talk about the foundations in parenting, in raising your kids. What are the things you need to consider when you are raising your child? So, I'm going to give a scenario when you are either building a mansion or you are building a shanty. And if you know you are building a mansion, you are very, serious with the plans. You make sure you get your architectural drawings, you get an expert to plan with, you do a lot of planning, okay, before you get to the foundation, the footings and all of that. You make sure you do something that is very strong, that when the building is put up, it doesn't collapse at some point in time. Yes, because you know that you want to build a mansion, in fact, a strong one, one that will not collapse someday. So, if you're building a shanty and you don't really need any serious planning, because come on, a shanty, no, you can just put up anything at all and then you move, to the next thing that you want to do. It's the same thing with parenting. When you are parenting, when you are raising your kids, when you know the kind of person you want your child to become, you know that you need to really build a strong foundation. You know that you really need to, there is something you do. You don't just follow the crowd, you don't just follow what anyone is doing. You work with your goal. You have a plan that you work with. And what are some of the things that you need to consider during the stages, the foundational stage? First of all, you need to acquire knowledge. Okay, you need to acquire knowledge. You can't, without knowledge, you wouldn't know what to do. Okay, so to be able to, you want to raise an impact maker, you want to raise a child who is going to grow one day to become, a great person, to be able to help humanity, then you know you need to seek knowledge, because there are some behaviors, there are some things that will happen that without knowledge, without wisdom, you won't be able to know how to go about it. So, to be able to build a strong foundation, you need to acquire knowledge. You need to acquire knowledge, and that is why we are here to help you with this knowledge, to help you with the skills that you need to be able to raise up a child who will go to become an impact in the society. So, the next thing you also need to do is the next thing you need to do is that you need to have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is one key aspect in parenting. Without it, it will be very difficult because, as I said, your children are going to do things that you feel like, sorry, your children are going to do things that you want to react, immediately. And if you're someone who do not have emotional control, if you're someone who is unable to control their emotions at a particular point in time, you will not be able to guide the child very well. You need to teach the child emotional intelligence as well. And they copy, okay? They learn from you, the adult. So if you do not build on your emotions, if you're unable to control your emotions, it will be very difficult for the child to also learn how to control their emotions. It is key in parenting. Without emotional intelligence, you cannot raise your child to become that impact maker, that person that God has ordained them to become. So let's take note of that. It's very, very key. Now, the last point that I'm going to give you is to also, one thing you need to know in at the foundational stage is to understand the child you are raising. A lot of us are raising kids we don't really understand. The fact that you gave birth to the child doesn't mean that you know the child, you understand them. You need to know your child, the temperament of the child, the learning style of the child, their favorite, their favorite food, favorite colors. It all counts. They are all very important. You need to know all of these things to be able to raise uh, an impact maker. So let's take note that parenting is is not something that you just do anyhow. No, there is no anyhowness in parenting. You need to really take it like a World Cup, like a world match. You need to be really serious with your parenting. Once you become a parent, you lose the right, you lose that opportunity to do just anything that you want. This is the time that you have younger ones learning from you. This is the time that you have someone who is, learning from you. So you need to be very intentional. When you become a parent, you stop saying, "This is how I am. That is how I am. I can't change." You need to be intentional, work on yourself, grow, seek knowledge. That is how you can raise a child who can, rise to become a great person in you know the in future. So I hope this is helpful. See you in another video. Bye.